Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Psychic Goddess Erika. I am ready to jump on into the forecast for the collective. Now, this is still timeless like all my forecasts, as I always let you guys know. I am doing this for March of 2022. However, if you're seeing this at another time, you can still watch it and the reading can still apply to you. So for example, if you happen to come across this in September, for example, if you're in week 1 of September, just go ahead on down to the description box of this video and click on week 1 and you can still get a reading that way. Got my green drink ready to go. And also too, even after this, if you would like to extend your reading for the month, like let's say whatever forecast is already up on my channel that you feel drawn to, click on that. So like if you feel drawn to November, after you watch this March forecast, if you feel drawn to the image or for some reason you just want to click on November, and you're in week 2 of, if you're seeing this in March and you want to extend the reading after, if you're in week 2 of March, for example, and you're drawn to the November forecast for some reason, then click on week 2 for that one in the description box. So today I'll be working with the Archer's Answers Oracle deck and the Archer's Discernment Oracle deck, 2 of the decks I created. And if you're interested in either of these, the information on where you can go to get them will be down below in the description box. The Modern Witch Tarot, the Ascended Masters Oracle, and the Sacred Self-Care Oracle as well. So let's jump on in. Where do I want to start? Let's just do tarot first. So a lot of you already know how this goes by now, but if you're new, I'm gonna do a general reading for the entire month from March 2002, or whenever you happen to see this. Timeless message, may it resonate with you. And then I'll get into each week. And just like my pick a card readings, the timestamps will be down below in the description. So some people like to watch just 1 week at a time, and come back to like the following week and click on that week with the timestamps to see the forecast for that week. Some people like to watch it all the way through and then come back later to see how things played out for them by going through each week. So there's that. Universal message for the collective. May it resonate with anyone and everyone who sees it. Whenever you see it, truth be told. For March of 2022, or whenever they happen to see this video, truth be told. Okay, so the first message is Ace of Swords for the overall month. So I do feel March is going to bring energy of clarity to a lot of people. I also feel the energy of March, or whenever you're seeing this, is going to bring the energy of really direct communications, blunt communications. I just heard cut the BS, so March is also going to be a time to cut around the BS of certain things. Like, what do they say? To stop beating around the bush. I don't know why we say certain things like that, but basically what it means is just cut to the chase, you know? So I feel a lot of that energy too. Some people may be cutting something, because I'm seeing this as somebody about to slice. So some of you may be cutting something out of their life that is just no longer serving, or cutting something out that's unhealthy, an unhealthy habit, an unhealthy behavior, an unhealthy pattern. Some of it, this could even be something like medical, medical procedure for some of you, if that is something your doctor, your physician has recommended. You know, as they say, like going under the knife. For some of you, that it could even be elective, going under the knife for some reason. So these are some of the messages coming through that I'm feeling. I'm also feeling like March is bringing like an energy of breakthrough. Like things are feeling like things are breaking through. You know what I mean? Groundbreaking realizations is what I'm hearing also. Maybe not for all of you, but for some of you, there's like groundbreaking realizations coming through for March or whenever you're seeing this. Let's see what else is going on for March of 2022, or whenever you happen to see this video, truth be told. Fertility. So March is the month 3 in the year. So the number 3 is a number of fertility. It is a number of creation. It is a number of manifestation. It's a number of creativity. So whether it's you being filled up with creativity, whether it's you being ready to give birth to new life, whether that's symbolically giving birth to a new life, like a new chapter, new experiences, new beginnings, or whether that's you giving birth to new life in terms of like an actual child or family development, things like that, whether it's through biological giving birth or adoption or in vitro or something else, you know what I mean? There's that. It's also an energy of community, of being more social, an energy of collaboration. I'm feeling like this energy of being social, communication, that's coming through also. Needing to get out in nature, new beginnings, like new beginnings beginning to bloom. So needing to be out in nature as well. That was an interesting message. Okay, so I was looking at this, and some of you, not for everyone, for some of you, this is a message of don't be swindled by their charm. Swindled, I don't use that word. I have to actually remind myself of what it means, but that's what Spirit is saying. So whoever needed to hear that, like, some of you are kind of falling under a spell of just infatuation. And so whoever needs to hear this is that don't be swindled by the charm. Like, basically see the reality of things. Like, this will make sense for whoever that was resonating with, because remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, release what doesn't. If you want to book a personal reading, that information is down below in the description on where you can go to do that. Let's see what else is going on. Archer's Discernment Oracle deck. The previous was Ascendant Masters Oracle. This is Archer's Discernment Oracle deck. Okay, and vibrational match. So for March or whenever you guys are seeing this, you are really going to be reflecting on the energy of who and what is a vibrational match, what that means to you, whether it's a person or maybe even if it's like an opportunity. Is that a match? Is it a vibrational match for you? If an offer is coming through or not, like really having clear perspective of what is and what is not a vibrational match for you, and needing to be honest with yourself about that. Also, Spirit is talking about how within March or whenever you're seeing this, there's a need to be a vibrational match for what it is that you are trying to manifest or requesting. For example, if you are trying to manifest like a really high paying job, but you have a secret fear of success, then you're not necessarily a vibrational match for what it is you're trying to manifest or request just yet. Or if you are trying to manifest a very serious romantic relationship, but deep down you still think that nothing ever really works out, then you're not a vibrational match for what you're requesting. So those are just some examples. So there's a need to kind of really self-reflect on, are you a vibrational match for what it is that you're requesting at this time? so that that vibrational match can eventually come in divine timing. And if you're not, then like, don't beat yourself up about it, but what can you do to heal, to ascend, to get to that point? Like, what self-reflection or what changes do you need to make in order to become a vibrational match, to match your request that you're manifesting? But let's see what else is going on. This is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. We have the message of music. So in March or whenever you're seeing this, some of you may have a desire to connect more with music. In particular, if you can, with ancestral music, if you have any knowledge to music of your ancestors or tribal music. But also just, you know, I'm feeling like a lot of people are wanting to go to concerts or festivals and things of that nature. So I feel that energy coming through and just connecting with music, which is going to be really good to work on some sacral chakra energy, some sacral chakra healing, to really get energy moving through the body. Some of you may want to listen to some high vibrational frequencies to heal yourself, maybe even music while you sleep, certain frequencies to heal and balance your chakras while you're sleeping, meditation music, just really connect. It's a really good time to connect with music that really feeds your spirit, feeds your soul, and brings you an energy of healing vibes. Let's get one more for general, and then we'll get into each week. This is the Archer's Answers Oracle deck. And on the bottom we have all that you deserve. So for some of you, you're going to be feeling like you're really on path for receiving all that you deserve, like finally. For some of you, this is a message and a wake-up call that you do deserve better and you're settling for less. So why are you settling when you can have all that you deserve? So take which part of that resonates for you, release what doesn't. But let's go ahead and jump into each week for March 2022, or whenever you happen to see the video. So the first message for week 1 is judgment. So what I am seeing is, for some reason, I'm seeing someone like reviewing or looking at or receiving. Like, it looks like a document is what I'm seeing. It looks like a document, and you're like reading it through, seeing what's being offered or seeing what's being presented to use your judgment on, does this work for me or not? Do I agree with this or not? You know, do I consent or not? So what I'm taking this to mean, that message is just that reviewing things carefully, looking at things carefully, and then using your knowledge of self and what it is that you're really seeking and looking for, what it really is that you are desiring, before making a move, before making a judgment call on what you're going to do with that information one way or the other. So take however that resonates with you. I'm also getting this energy of being really divinely watched over and protected from your guides, from spirit, because I do get a feeling like there's going to be some things resurrecting and bubbling up to the surface. And even though for some people this can feel a little bit challenging or uncomfortable at times, because I'm hearing change can be uncomfortable, even if it's really great, amazing change. You know, I'm feeling that Spirit's wanting you to know that you are divinely protected with that, as these things are resurrecting and being brought up. For some of you, this could also be things from the past being resurrected or being brought up, whether it's people, whether it's memories of people, whether it's old patterns, old fears, old insecurities, whatever it might be. You are divinely protected, because this is your chance for renewal, and to have another go at it is what I heard Spirit say. Whether that go at it is handling things in a new and different way, from a new and different perspective, whether that go at it is to make a better decision this time around for yourself, whatever direction that is, staying or going or something else, you know what I mean? So this is coming up. It's also a message to make sure that you are not judging yourself so harshly when you are going through so much change. I need to stretch my leg. Ugh. When you're going through so much change and new beginnings. And also to kind of check yourself when you find yourself judging others so much either. Because all of us have something to learn. None of us are perfect. And not everyone is on the same point in their journey. So if you just find that you don't necessarily agree with someone fully, or that you don't really resonate with somebody being, you know, in your life in the same way anymore, or maybe you need space from someone, that's okay. But what I'm also seeing here is building together. So week 1 is all about who can you really work with? Who can you really trust to be a support system for you and the goals? Who are you really building with? And if you can't think of anybody around you, whether it's a romantic partner, friends, family, business partners, etc., then you should be building with your spirit team regardless. But if you feel like there's nobody else and it's just you do also have your spirit team. So you are building with them. Build together towards those goals, for those answers. Because I do see also the message of the teacher coming up. So week 1, there's some of you have gotten so intelligent and wise with how far you've come that you can now help and teach others. And so it's a time to share your gift with others. But others of you, you know how they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The teacher's going to appear for a lot of you in terms of to help you out, to help you learn, to help you grow. For some of you, this is an actual person, and some of you, it may be a teacher in a different way. Maybe it's a YouTube video you watched and you just learned a lot from that teacher, or maybe it's in a book, or maybe it's an experience that happened, like an experience just took place and you learned a valuable lesson from what happened, and so it was like a teaching situation, a teaching experience for you. I feel that coming through, because I just heard Spirit say do your homework. So your spiritual homework. We also have the message of sing. If I could pick up the card, there we go, of sing for week 1. So for some of you, what I'm hearing about this is like, be more vocal. And I know this has sing, but I'm also getting this energy of just like being vocal in terms of needing to talk and communicate effectively. I'm also hearing the message of like singing praises. So I feel it's a time to acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small or big. Give yourself a pat on the back. Not to be like boastful or anything like that, or braggy, but be happy. It's okay to be happy, be confident about what you've accomplished and things like that. And then also, yes, just like actually sing, have fun singing, whether it's singing along to a song or humming or things like that. Really get your throat chakra going. That energy is coming up as well. And it's just fun. It's a little bit of just fun to shake things up and to heal. And then we also have the message of let go. If I can pick up this card, it's the nails right now. Let go. So week 1, letting go and releasing anything, anyone that is just not helping you, serving you, allowing you to be your best self at this time. So for some of you, this could even be a thought process, like you keep going back to the same fear or worrying too much. It's a need to let go of those kinds of things. And it's also a message of just surrender, of letting go, so that the universe can do its work. So let's see what else is going on. Let's go into week 2. We have the High Priestess. So week 2, intuition is on point. Trust your intuition. Trust what it's telling you. Trust the intuitive guidance, the dreams, the daydreams, the symbols, the synchronicities. Trust it all. I am feeling like a lot of you are going to be intuitively guided to something online. You see the computer here? So whether this is being intuitively guided to watch something online and it being really beneficial for you, or intuitively guided to search for something and then that leads you to something that you've been needing or looking for, or for information you were needing. For some of you, it's being intuitively guided to message someone, or to respond to someone, or not respond, or to add someone, or block someone, or mute someone, like whatever it is. For you, I'm feeling this energy of like being intuitively guided with how you're navigating the road of the internets and things like that. For some of you, you're being intuitively guided on how to effectively communicate something to someone. Like, I'm even seeing somebody respond to a work email, but being intuitively guided of what to say and what not to say, just for an example. So there's that, but also just, really just trusting that your intuitive guidance is really strong in week 2 of March, or whenever you're seeing this video. We also have the message of King to be. So for a lot of you, I gotta cross my legs back. Oh, for a lot of you, I really see you tapping into your King energy, whether you identify as female or male, or none at all, or two-spirit, doesn't matter. Really tapping into your King, divine masculine energy, meaning you're confident, meaning you are ready to make the decisions for the greater good of yourself and those in your world, in your life, in your village, in your community, your kingdom, meaning that you're ready to take charge. You're confident, you're ready to show your strengths. You're ready to get things done. I feel that coming through. Stepping up to the plate. So this is the energy that a lot of us are going to be taking on or needing to take on. But I also feel for some of us too, it is somebody stepping up to that plate for you, like a partner or someone like that, whether it's romantic or platonic. It's really stepping up to the plate to help you out in that King energy, that King vibration, really coming through. I also see the message of sync with the moon, and this goes along with the High Priestess. So I would say also pay attention to the moon cycle for week 2 and where we're at in it, and using that to your advantage for manifestation or healing purposes as well. For some of you, this is a message as well if you identify as someone who has a moon cycle in the body. This is a good sign that your intuition and your power and your magic is really strong when you're on your moon cycle. If you claim that, you know what I mean. Also, just like understanding that we're going through different phases, and week 2 is like, it's another phase of life, another phase of a chapter, or going to the next phase with something you are putting energy towards or trying to do or create. Like, for example, if you are trying to get an apartment, for example, or you're trying to get a job, you're going to the next phase of the interview process, or you're going to the next phase of signing a document. These are just examples, unless it resonates for you, but these are just examples of what I mean by, like, some of us are just going to the next phase in something. Maybe you're going to the next phase of starting a YouTube channel, whatever it is. I'm also seeing the message of detach from drama. So week 2, quite simply, detach from drama. No more drama. Take space away from anyone or anything that tends to bring drama to your life or makes you feel like it's just too dramatic. Take space. Detach from drama. Some of you are the drama, just being honest. So there's a need to detach from being so dramatic, or the drama that you create in your own head, in your own mind. Detach. What I'm also seeing is the message of yes, just a matter of time. I want to expand on that. But what I do feel this is talking about is just that the things that you're creating, the things that you're manifesting, what you're trying to make happen, it's coming. It's just a matter of time. An answer to something that you're wondering about is yes, just a matter of time. And that's going to mean different things for different people. Hopefully that yes is an exciting answer for you. Okay. For some of you, that yes, just a matter of time is that it could be that it's, yes, there's a need to release something that's less than desirable. Time to do it. And then also find closure, to find closure in something. And for some of you, this is closing in on something, closing in on a goal. Meaning, like, let's say you're trying to close on a home, finding closure in that. And even though some of the bumps in the road in the process may have been less than desirable, that you're finding closure, and it's yes, just a matter of time to close in on that goal. And I'm just using the home as an example, but it could be another goal. So in other words, for some of you, this is finding closure and letting go of something that was less than desirable because there's something better coming for you in a matter of time. And for others of you, this is finding closure towards a goal, like finally achieving something. So now you're finding closure in like the process, and the finding closure in the things from the past that were less than desirable. Going into week 3, we have Temperance. So I'm hearing divine patience is called for in week 3 of March, or whenever you're seeing this. I'm hearing take it easy, take it slow. Pour into yourself. Do something you like to do for you. Pamper up, like pamper yourself. Pour into your own cup. For some of you, this is, I'm seeing someone taking like a relaxing bath or something, or getting in a hot tub or something. So maybe some of you need to do that, or maybe it's like a healing bath of some kind. Do things that make you feel good. Do things that make you feel like, wow, I feel so much better now that I did that. I feel so much better now that I focused on myself. I feel so much better now that fill in the blank. So focus on things that make you feel good in week 3, but also to show yourself some extra kindness, to show yourself some extra compassion for this transitional process that you are in. Some of you are on the mend, like you're in the mending process, you're healing from something, you are sewing things back together and mending it up. You know what I mean? You're recovering. I feel that energy for some of you in week 3. And also, you know, for some of you, I'm hearing like, what's the word? I'm seeing someone taking like a planner and just like erasing things off the schedule so that they can just focus on themselves. So maybe you need to take some of the things off your schedule and just focus on yourself and go with the flow more for week 3. But let's see what else is going on. We have the message of power struggle for week 3. So this could be that there's this competitive energy that is going on, and a competitive energy when it comes to trying to make certain change happen, because my eye went to the number 5. And the number 5 can bring the energy of some challenges. It can bring the energy of some stress or obstacles, but it's also an energy of change. So I think what Spirit is saying is that even though there may be some challenges, or maybe even a competitive energy that's going on, whether that's being competitive with other people, or competitive with other offers, or being competitive with you and yourself, like a power struggle in your own mind, you versus you, your shadow side versus your light side, for example, your intuition versus your ego, for example. Spirit is saying to kind of have trust, kind of slow it down, because if you get too worked up around this week, you will only make the challenges and the power struggle even worse. So I think Spirit is saying slow it down, try to relax, trust divine timing, focus on yourself, pamper yourself, things like that. Maybe you want to drink some tea, because that is soothing and healing, whether it's drinking tea for health purposes, or drinking tea just for relaxation purposes. You can even put some intention, some enchantment, some charm over that tea to manifest something that you desire, or a healing. Give it an intention so that when you drink it in, you are creating and doing spell work with that. So and you can choose your tea that has certain healing properties or metaphysical properties to cast those spells that you need, or to provide the wellness benefit that you need. That's coming through. I heard the remedy is coming. So if you are in that place of frustration with that power struggle energy of wondering when the heck, okay, when is it going to work out? Spirit is saying the remedy is coming. You may not see it right away, but it's manifesting. It's in that process of change in which the remedy is going to be coming and manifesting. And it's going to come unexpectedly. So for some of you, you may be dealing with, in week 3 or whenever you're seeing this, you may have some unexpected bumps in the road, or be recovering from unexpected bumps in the road, or unexpected challenges, or unexpected power struggle energy coming up between yourself and others, or between yourself and the collective, or between yourself and experience, or between yourself and you. But just as those things came unexpectedly, an unexpected remedy is coming in divine time. It may not be that week, maybe for some of you, yes, but it's coming in divine timing. An unexpected positive shift, an unexpected positive change is going to be coming. So take a chill pill. And then also we have for week 3, or whenever you're seeing this, find the blessings in your current situation. So it's not a time to get into that, oh, woe is me situation. It's not a time to get stuck in victim mode. What blessings can you find in the current situation? What are you learning from it? And even though it may still be uncomfortable, there are some positive realizations that can come in the situation, or maybe even in the delay, or maybe even in the unexpected challenges. For example, like when you think you wanted a really, you thought was a great job, and they don't pick you, but then you end up in a different position that ends up being way better for you, and it happened unexpectedly. So you find the blessings in the situation of being rejected for the other job, or you think you wanted this house or this apartment, and they don't pick you, but then unexpectedly in divine time, a better one that comes through for reasons that you find out later. Then you will find the blessings in the situation of when you didn't get what you thought you wanted. So again, kind of going back to that message of temperance, pour into self, relax, trust divine time. A remedy's on the way. Pamper yourself. Going into week 4 of March, or whenever you're seeing this, it's hiding under here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So I heard money, 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 money. So this is a great sign that money is on the way. So for some of you, you could be seeing this in week 4, or it's manifesting, it's on the way. Maybe it's coming in an unexpected way than you thought. Like, just to give you a quick tip, I always, whenever I spend money, I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I say this money, this amount, whatever I just spent, returns me 3 times fold for positive reasons, effortlessly and easily. Sometimes I say 10 times, and it works. It really works. You may not see it immediately, and it may not even come in a way that you would expect. But just to give an example, let's say that you have been doing that affirmation and mantra all year every time you spend money, and usually you owe on taxes, and then all of a sudden, finally, you don't owe for this tax season. Well, that is the universe returning money to you. That's just an example of an unexpected way that money can come to you, rather than it being right in your face. You know what I mean? So if that resonates for you, cool, but that's just an example. For some of you, this is new opportunities coming in to create money in abundance. Maybe it's multiple streams of income. Maybe it's passive income. Maybe it's just a new job offer coming, things like that. For some of you, this is also other forms of prosperity and abundance coming through, because prosperity and abundance is not always just money. Sometimes prosperity and abundance could be growth in an area happening, or an abundance of love, an abundance of knowledge, an abundance of ideas, an abundance of messages being downloaded, an abundance of gifts. You know what I mean? So I feel this energy coming through also in week 4, or soon to come if you don't see it exactly in week 4. For some of you, this is building, like, I'm hearing like building up healthier habits, building up healthier habits. So this could be some good news in terms of, you know, just feeling better about yourself, feeling more confident, feeling more healthy in terms of like the physical and who you are and what you have to offer coming through also. General reading, take what resonates, release what doesn't. We also have ask them directly. So there's a need to ask the questions you need to ask. Ask whoever you need to ask. Ask directly. It's not a time to be passive. It's a time to be direct. So whether this is talking to someone on a personal level and asking questions that you've been wondering about, like just an example, you've been dating someone in a situationship for 6 months to a year. You want to know what's going on. Where's their mind? Ask them directly. Stop assuming. Stop getting readings on it. Ask the person directly what it is they're feeling or thinking or where it stands, and then really listen and take it at face value. So that's just an example. So for some of you, you need to have a conversation with someone and ask the questions directly that you're wondering about. For some of you, this is like asking a question from a professional, things that you're curious about that you aren't aware of. Like, for example, asking a doctor questions about how things work or what's going on. For some of you, this is like asking someone who is a advisor or mentor or a trained professional in something to help you, like, for example, a realtor, like asking for help, you know what I mean? Or asking a therapist. For some of you, this is asking spirit directly for guidance and signs. For some of you, this is looking online, asking the internet for guidance and for answers, things like that, doing searches, asking questions. For some of you, this is asking a reader like myself or somebody else a question directly, or asking a pick a card reading on my channel or something, questions directly. So ask directly what you need to ask. We also have a message of watch a movie. So it's a great time to go ahead and curl up with your familiar, your fur baby, if you have them, and maybe a cup of tea, cup of coffee, of water, favorite beverage or snack, and watch a movie that you've been drawn to, a movie that you've been wanting to see, or maybe even going to a theater. That's coming through. I also see somebody binging documentaries to educate themselves, because maybe that's part of some of the questions you've been having. So you're getting information through documentaries and learning that way. I'm also feeling like some of you may actually be in the acting field for a select group of you. This is not everyone, but you may actually be in the acting field. So you may be actually watching movies for inspiration, or studying a character of some kind, to either take that with you on a role that you're going to play or want to play, like for an audition or something like that. So, or maybe you're in theater or Broadway or live performances as well. That can apply also. Select group of you. Then we also have freedom. So week 4, and I don't know when the full moon is, but it's given full moon energy. Week 4. So maybe there is one that week. I don't know the calendar. Maybe we just came off of one, or maybe there's one approaching, but it's giving full moon energy to where we're feeling those vibes. So I'm really feeling like this energy of secrets being revealed or truth coming to light, or those aha epiphany moments. For some of you, this is insecurities, fears, doubts, anger that has been pushed down or you've put in the back of your mind, and now it's resurfacing. So you have to kind of, this is your chance to heal it, to deal with it, to release it. Something else is reaching a final phase. You're going to the final phase or the next phase of something, the next chapter of something, so that you can progress to the next level. Some of you, this is a good time to do your magic, your spell work, your rituals. Week 4, especially if you do like full moon rituals or burning bowl rituals or things like that. I'm getting that energy as well to let go of what needs to be let go, to release what needs to be released first, and then to call in the manifestations that you want to come in. They're just talking about how cycles and phases. So being in the divine feminine energy of receptive mode and just understanding that everything goes through different cycles and phases. It's not meant to stay the same. You're not meant to stay the same. So it's time to evolve. It's time to go to that next phase, that next chapter. And it's going to turn out beautiful is what I'm feeling from this as well. Ooh, just banged my elbow. And it's the funny bone. So I feel like too that Spirit is saying that there's certain things that when you go to this next phase, you will look back on the older phases and find it laughable, funny bone. Like it's gonna make you laugh and laugh in your bones. Also for week 4, whenever you're seeing this message, this video, we see manifest something better. So like I was saying, it's a good time to clear out what needs to be cleared out, and then manifesting, doing your manifestation work for something better to come. So for some of you, you may already be feeling like you're manifesting better for yourself around this time. Like you already feel like, man, I'm manifesting so much better. I'm getting better at this. I'm really going to this next phase and things are looking good. And for others of you, this is a message that you're not there yet, but you can manifest something better for yourself. So don't settle. So this is what I see going on for March 2022, or whenever you see this message. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Comment below how it resonates with you. Or maybe if you watch each week at a time, let me know how each week is playing out for you. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you choose to, you could always tip by buying me a coffee for doing the reading and for the energy exchange. That information is down below in the description if you choose to do that. And thank you everyone who has been booking readings with me on my website. Thank you everyone who has been purchasing my oracle decks. Thank you everyone for subscribing. I see some new subscribers and I appreciate you so much. And really thank you for the interactions on the videos and in the comment section as well. For those of you that do interact, I truly appreciate that. So thank you, and I will talk to you guys another time. Bye.